r/AskReddit by LaughWithMEmes. What should people stop buying? Pugs and other smashed face dog breeds. If you already own one, of course carry on loving your pet, they deserve all the love. But I wish people would stop breeding them. They have chronic respiratory issues and never get to take a comfortable deep breath in their life unless medically assisted. One of the saddest things I've seen on Reddit is when veterinarians talk about treating pugs. They like to give the dogs extra time on the respirators because it's the only time they will ever get to breathe easily. Yes. I'll add modifying dogs for cosmetic/looks as well. To make a stub/short tail, docking puppies less than a week old have their tails cut off with scissors, no anesthesia because it would kill them. Modifying ears, cropping requires surgery and then months and months of splints, popsicle sticks, tampons, just to get them to stand up. Both of these leave the dog in pain, possibly for life, as well as unable to use their body language properly. Declawing cats isn't removing the claw, it's removing up to their first knuckle joint. It's cruel and results in phantom pain for life. If you don't like your pet as is, maybe it's not for you. Food products that say diet or low fat. People think that means it's healthy when, more often than not, it's full of crap that's not good for their health at all. Or just watered down. Light coconut milk, for example, has half the calories because half the can is water. Waste of money. The cookbook Thug Kitchen has lots of helpful tidbits like this. I simultaneously feel stupid and a little bit smarter. Good. That means you're learning. Those spa-feeling soaps with millions of microplastics. Edit. In the European Union they are still legal. They are trying to ban them, but still legal in here. The European Chemicals Agency says that 10,000 to 60,000 tons of microplastics intentionally added to products leak into the environment yearly are impossible to remove and last for thousands of years. The restriction is expected to become law across Europe by 2020. Source: I'm a soap maker. I make everything from scratch. This is one of the biggest complaints from us soap artisans. MLM companies spewing garbage about how their soap cures acne, cure diabetes, cures erectile dysfunction, blah blah, all natural. *****. Black raspberry vanilla isn't all natural, it's a fragrance. Which is fine, but not all natural. Using cheap plastic glitter, microbeads is a huge no-no for us handcrafters. We use jojoba wax beads and enva glitter, mineral based. Freaking con artists, steps off soapbox. Diamonds. They're pretty, but that's all they are. They are not even rare. I know a jeweler and diamond dealer that works in the diamonds district in New York City. He said that years ago they tossed all brown diamonds they received into the actual trash because they were considered worthless and not worth their time in the slightest. Now they are considered a luxury pieces under the name chocolate diamonds, which sounds a lot better than brown diamonds. Reddit ads. Reddit Gold, or how they call it now, premium. Literally giving away free money to millionaires, just for a placebo effect. And I know some dumb is gonna say it helps run the servers. If you think Reddit can't run without community help, you're beyond the help of my words. Edit. Okay, that was funny. Cigarettes. But it's really hard to not do. Mistake. Wish I never started 25 years ago. I stopped doing the math. Edit. After all the comments received about vaping, I've gone out and purchased a vape and cartridges. Seems like they're refillable, or at least inexpensive. Vape salts might be better than my standard vape. The throat hit is definitely there, which is different than the standard vape. MLM products. I recently met someone on an online friends site, and he was oddly persistent in getting together. I asked if he was going to try to sell me something. Oh, not at all, he replied. When we finally got together, it was going to be business-minded people just talking about business concepts and going out for drinks. Sounded like shit, but okay, I'll give him a shot. MLM right off the bat. I didn't have anything better to do and drove an hour, so I hung out. After the hour-long presentation, the gal in front of me, who uses the product and her brother is one of the 3 guys presenting, turns to ask me if I'm joining. I said no, and she stumbled and asked, "Oh, but you're going to buy some?" And I said no again. She was flabbergasted and had no idea how to respond. Single fruit that come in a plastic wrapper. I mean, who buy a single banana or apple wrapped in plastic? You can just buy the whole damn thing. This is really hurting the earth. or the useless crap that goes broken in a year. Pretty much everything that's not durable. My brother's entire life revolves around buying junk and throwing it out. I think he prefers to buy cheap crap because it means he gets to buy more cheap crap again later. Little kids. It's becoming a serious problem. The internet and the relative ease of global travel has made it so virtually anyone can pay for a kid. What used to be our exclusive pastime has been overrun with filthy casuals. No joke, wild caught fish. Thanks to bottom net trawlers like this one, every fishery in the world is becoming critically threatened, and most have already seen almost catastrophic depletion. When you buy sushi or cod or halibut from the store, you're buying a product that has been harvested unethically. I'm not a huge tree hugger, but those nets don't discriminate, they catch and kill everything. My grandfather fished the high seas for 30 years, and he always said that the scariest thing he had ever seen was a giant commercial trawler with a 3 kilometers long dragnet pull up more fish he had ever seen in one fell swoop, and they do this all day every day that they are allowed. The oceans will very likely be completely depleted in less than 30 years if the current rate of consumption continues. There are many places you can research more about this, but I suggest looking here if you want more info. I was listening to a podcast and the guy on it was saying, if we took nets and dragged them through forests and it killed everything in its path, people would be up in arms about it. We'd think it was disgusting and eventually pass laws to stop it. But we don't think the same way with the ocean. It was a really good point and put me off buying fish. In general, things they don't need. I decided to stop buying books and use the library because I'm not the type of person to reread books multiple times. If I really wanted it in my possessions, then it would buy it. I get your point, but owning books is great. I found this awesome used bookstore where everything is between $2 to $10. Yeah, I've probably got 30 books I haven't read yet, but I've spent less than $100 on all of them, and I've almost got every Dickens book. I'll probably read Hard Times in the next 10 years. I have it when I'm ready. Dogs, go adopt one instead. In my city, the PetSmarts and other pet stores mostly act as fronts for the Humane Society. I used to be opposed to getting pets from the store, but after learning that, I changed my mind. Mind you, YMMV. Bagged salad leaves. Just buy the whole bloody lettuce and rocket in Mizuna. It is seriously not hard to rip these things up and put them in a bowl. Ooh, but I might not eat the whole lettuce, it would be wasted. But it takes a ton more energy to wash lettuce, fashion them into the appropriate size and stuff them in a bag, and transport them to a retailer via a wholesaler than just buy a whole naked lettuce from the local grower's market. Your lettuce wastage is good for the environment. I would love to buy whole rocket and Messier lettuces whole. 3 supermarkets near me all only sell wilted shit in plastic bags for a ridiculously high price. Can't think of the last time I saw an independent fruit and veg shop either. It really sucks. Anything the trashy Kardashians advertise/sell. I don't understand how people buy into their crap. You don't need their shitty makeup or perfumes, their tacky clothes, or their diarrhea beverages. Just stop. Children clothes. I have one kid and can hook you up with 2 years worth of clothes in good condition. Rely on social media trade/giveaway sites instead of spending more cash. Agreed. More specifically, I've never understood why people buy expensive big name clothes or shoes that'll only fit for a few months. My daughter is 10, and while I'll spend a little more on shoes now, talking Payless versus Walmart, for clothes I'm all about going cheap. K-Cups. Exceptionally weak coffee, incredibly exaggerated packaging, hard on the landfills, equipment costs are double, if not triple, conventional coffee makers, and potentially harmful buildup of bacteria in the machines. K-Cups are a novelty that really turned mainstream and should go back to being in a museum. Before everyone downvotes me to hell, I'm not sending the police in for your K-Cups. I just think a lot of people should rethink these little gems. Even the inventor regrets it. Plastic in general, but especially one-use plastic. In consumer products, yes. In medical products, no. I get the rational and medical waste is a problem, but we should be serious about the revolution in care and safety that have emerged because of plastics in medicine. We haven't come up with a good alternative in this area yet. Glitter. I used biodegradable glitter at a wedding I was working, and it was one of the worst messes I've ever had to clean up. It was sticky, it smelled weird, and stained everything. The bride got some down the front of her dress and her chest was a damn rainbow of melted taffy when we took it off, to go to the bathroom and change into the more comfortable reception dress. But I'll bet the sea turtles liked it. I'd like to see a more viable biodegradable glitter. Please like and subscribe for more. This is Laugh with Memes. Goodbye.